All right, so we got our next trailer for Welcome to Derry. This one is to more showcase the landscape and kind of give you more of a horror vibe. We do get some Pennywise here and there, and also, like I said in when I talked about the first trailer, like months ago, I basically said when that kid is getting in the car with that family, yeah, you clearly see in some scenes. I was like, oh, that kid's so dead. Like it was so unnervingly happy and nice. I was like, well, that kid's fucking dead. There's no doubt about it. That kid is 100% dead, dead, dead. Um, yeah. So, oh well. But we do get more about the comic. We get more. I mean, not the comic, the story. And interesting to note, because I'm going to forget this if I don't talk about it now, we get a cameo of the Shawshank, a bus from Shawshank Prison. Yeah, which is weird because I know Shawshank is in Maine, but I didn't realize like how like close it was. Wait, no, Shawshank's in Colorado, isn't it? Right? I'm not crazy. Like, isn't Shawshank? No, no. I'm thinking of Sidewinder. Um, Sidewinder is the town from Misery. Shawshank's in Maine, yeah. But I didn't think it was that close to Derry, you know. But it was kind of cool. Maybe we'll get some other like I know that was a cool reference, and I doubt and like the timeline doesn't add up to anything of note. Also, there's a scene where we get what looks clearly, and I don't think it's on purpose. I could be wrong. It clearly looks like the miner from My Bloody Valentine, and this is supposed to be the 1980s, so like somewhere in the 1960s, I should say. So I don't know. It just looked like the miner. I was gonna say like Pennywise takes on that form, but I was like, no, this is in the 1980s. This is the 1960s. This one is set in. So I don't know, but yeah, I clearly thought for a split second, are they doing like a reference to My Bloody Valentine with that miner? That's maybe Pennywise. I don't know. But yeah, speaking of, they're really hiding. They do showcase a few clips of Pennywise, but they are clearly saving him for the film for the show itself. Now, from what I understand now, is that this is going to basically the 3 seasons. It is set for a trilogy of seasons where each one is going to be build up to a massive tragedy in the town. Like the first one they're going to talk about in this one is the Great Fire that killed a lot of that killed everyone in a dance hall. So there's that, and I think the second one, the final one is the Dust Bowl, I believe, and that's going to be more close to why Pennywise took this clown form. Also, like I said in the previous trailer, I got a bad feeling for those kids. I gotta tell you, I don't think those kids are gonna really make it in this story. If I'm being 100% straight with you, I don't think it's gonna go well for those kids. As for like there was some interesting scenes, and I do like that this family that moves into Derry looks like they're being proactive, and they're actually like trying to protect their kids, because like I imagine it when you first move into Derry, that effect that Pennywise has on the adults, which it looks like they're going to actually like discuss and talk about in the universe at least in this season. I imagine that once you're there and once you first get there, the effect doesn't. It has to be like you have to be there for a while. So maybe what we'll see with the parents is that they'll start to be like, they start caring about what their kid says and all of that. But then as the story progresses, we see like this kind of effect that Pennywise has over the adults slowly take them over. Could be that. That's just me guessing. What I also like about this is that this already looks scary as fuck. Like it's really giving a lot of vibe. Like I didn't think Chapter 2 was awful. It wasn't good, but Chapter 2 wasn't bad. But it really gives you a lot of that, like Part 1 fear, like that tension, and it looks like they're kind of going more for practical effects too, which you guys are. If you know this channel long enough, you already know that like I'm kind of a dirty simp for practical effects. I do like that. And it also looks like we get a quick clip of what looks to be like a flashback to World War One, or like a world war. Someone walk. It looks now. I imagine that's probably a hallucination or a dream sequence, but we do see Pennywise above like some trenches as things are blowing up. So is this someone who encountered Pennywise during the war, or is it someone just having a fucked up flashback? Who can really say? I mean, I sure as shit can't. And it does make me wonder if like like they really pronounce that. I go back to the Shawshank prison bus, and I just can't help but think they did that on purpose. Like obviously they showcased that on purpose, and it makes me wonder: are they going to be try to be cheeky and try to connect more stuff to it, like maybe not like directly crossover like a Dark Tower kind of thing, but it does make me wonder in some capacity or another if they are actually going to have like other references to other places. Like I doubt we'll get like a young Annie Wilkes here. I'm not saying that, but will we get references to like Ludlow, like the town of Ludlow, Maine, Castle Rock? Are we? Because again, it is all connected. Like the Stephen King universe is very interconnected. So it wouldn't shock me because because Andy Muschietti and everyone else, a part of this series, a part of this TV show, has always said like how big of Stephen King fans they are. So I would imagine we're probably going to get some more some cheeky references here and there. I doubt it'll actually like full on crossover. But yeah, I also just like how they clearly put a budget in here. Like that's another thing I don't think I talked about when I talked about the last trailer, is that there's a fucking budget here. Like it feels like Warner Brothers actually gave a damn about wanting to make this look cool. So I can't deny that like, oh, they actually like put money and effort into this. And for how long they've basically been teasing this, and to finally get an October release, it's kind of nice, because this has been like announced and talked about since like what? 2018? Yeah, literally. Like after part 2 had ended, It Chapter 2 had ended, they just basically said, yeah, we're doing Welcome to Derry, and then took years for us to get to this point. So we'll see how the show plays out in October. But yeah, other than that, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this series. It's also like I'm not as I said before in the other when I gave my thoughts before, I don't think we should put a lot of faith into these kids ain't the losers, all right? These group of kids ain't the losers, and I got a real bad feeling that they ain't gonna make it. But anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this trailer for It Welcome to Derry? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.